Hey guys, this is day 8. I finally think that I've figured things out and we are back on track. So hopefully you've been doing all of the exercises that we talked about and you're feeling better. That's the most important thing, that you're feeling better, that you're feeling like you're able to put some of these things into practice. So today we're going to talk about lack and limitation and where you're limiting yourself in your life. So these are the limitations that we put upon ourselves are from our belief systems. So if you have ever been told that you're not good at something, if you've ever been told or believed that you can't do something, then you've created a limitation in your life. There is no lack in the universe and there is no limitation in the universe. We are limitless beings. We are powerful beyond measure. And when you finally get that, when you finally understand that, then you will start to create your life from a place of incredible wisdom and incredible power, and you'll be able to do things that you never thought were possible. So my exercise for today is for you to write down. I want you to just take a few minutes, take a piece of paper, and on the left side of the paper, I want you to write a column list of think of something that you want to do, think of something that you want to manifest, think of something that hasn't manifested in your life so far. And I want you to write down on the left side of your paper every single way you are in limitation or lack of that situation, of that desire. So if you want a new job, write down every reason why you can't get a new job. This is, you might be thinking that you're formulating the wrong thing here because you're writing down all the things that you don't like about a situation or why it can't manifest, but this is the practice to releasing that stuff so that when we come to the right side of the paper, we have all this junk released. So the monkey mind, the past belief systems, the things that are getting in your way, we're going to write all those things down. If you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you've been trying for a long time and nothing ever works, write that down. It's so important to get this stuff out of your system so that I can teach you how to shift it. Okay, so left side of the paper, you're going to sit there and write down a million reasons why this thing hasn't happened yet, or why you feel like it can't happen yet, or what you feel like is standing in your way. What is limiting you from that situation, from that experience? And then I want you to come to the right side of the piece of paper. And before you start writing on the right side of the piece of paper, I want you to take 5 to 10 minutes and I want you to connect. So you're going to take some nice deep breaths. You're going to come back into your center. You can listen to my meditation recording, and you're just going to breathe. I'm really excited. I think I'm excited because this wasn't working and I think I figured out a way and it's gotten me like really jazzed. Plus I have to go get Emma in like 10 minutes. So I'm like, I got to get this done. I really want to connect with you guys and I really want to keep doing this. I talked to my husband last night and I said, this thing is just not working out. And I don't know, I'm not the type of person to chase after something or to do something if it gets too hard. I take my cues from the universe and I take my cues from my intuition. So as I was talking to my husband about it, he said, no, I don't believe that the universe doesn't want you to do this anymore. I believe that the universe wants to see if you want to do it and how badly you want to do it. And that kind of got me a little ramped up today, so I think that's why I'm feeling this way. Okay, so you're going to connect. You're going to go deep within. You're going to connect with your inner being. You're going to do your very best job of trying to clear your mind space, okay? You've already just released a whole bunch of thought and a whole bunch of junk onto that piece of paper, so you should be good to just relax and to connect and to come into a place where you ask for higher mind. So what is higher mind? Higher mind is when we connect with source, universe, God, whatever you call it, the divine energies, whatever you call it, that is when we connect with that thinking. It's a higher perspective thinking. Lower mind is our limitations. It's our monkey mind. It's all the things that we're thinking about that are not facilitating our dreams. That's lower mind. So you're going to be asking for higher mind. You're going to go into this space. You're going to clear your mind and you're going to ask for higher mind about this experience, about the situation that you want to manifest, okay? And then on the right side of the paper, after 5 to 10 minutes of complete silence, I want you to write down every single reason why this could happen, why it could happen, okay? And I'm going to put this in my blog, so just in case you don't catch it on this video. So you're going to write down why it could happen, why you deserve it to happen, why it should happen. And then lastly, you're going to write down how it could happen. And I want you to be as outlandish as possible here. We have to open up your neural pathways. We have to open up your perspectives and your mind to really connect with all of the possibilities in the universe. And to be totally honest with you, no matter how outlandish you are, it's probably going to come a completely different way. So we don't want to get locked into it, but this is just a matter of coming from lack and limitation and shifting into possibility. That's what this exercise is all about. So limitation is something that will, if you could imagine, as you start to think about something, as you start to get passionate about something, as you start to get excited about something, I want you to imagine that quantum wave goes out, okay? So the wave is going out, your thoughts are going out, your feelings, your passion is going out into the universe, and you're staying with it. And if you stay with it, it's going to collapse into particles and it's going to become experience, and opportunities are going to come to you to make that happen. If you create lack and limitation in it, which means when it doesn't show up in your timeline, you get sad, you get depressed, you get woe is me, you get the noticing of the lack of it means that you have a feeling like it's not going to happen, and then you feel bad about it. That literally pulls the wave back in. It's like a fishing line, right? Just pulls the wave back in and creates all of the energy around it that causes it not to manifest. Now, understand this, that when you're trying to manifest things, or when you have a desire that is really strong, okay, many times we can do things to try to change it on the outside. So we're action oriented. It's our human condition to be action oriented. If it's to be, it's up to me. And the reality is we have to change the inside, right? It's like going up to a mirror and trying to fix your hair in the mirror. You're not in the mirror, right? The mirror is a reflection of you. Your thoughts and your feelings are a reflection of you. So where in your thoughts and your feelings are you not allowing this in? Where are you limiting it by not allowing it in? Are you feeling like it's impossible? Are you feeling the lack and limitation of it? Are you jealous of other people that have it? And I'm going to tell you right now, jealousy is one of the biggest things that blocks your blessings to flow. When you are jealous of someone, when you look at someone and you celebrate their experiences and you celebrate their success or whatever they have that you want to desire, that you desire, you actually create the activity, you activate that energy in your field. If that person is in your field and has what you want, it means you're really close to it because it's right there next to you. Does that make sense? If someone, let's take a really nice car. Let's say you want a really nice car and you think about it a lot. You're going to notice how much that car is in your experience. Right now, I've got to think for Range Rovers. I don't know where that came from. I've never liked Range Rovers before. All of a sudden, I'm like tapped into the universe of Range Rovers. And I'm looking at them constantly. And I don't believe it's because everyone in my town drives them, although it feels that way. What I believe is I am tuned into it. I am focused on it. I'm feeling good about it. And so it's all around me. 2 of my clients have gotten Range Rovers. That makes me feel really close. Didn't feel jealous, didn't feel upset about that. I was like, you go girls, made me feel really, really good and made me feel like, I know that that's my next car. Like I know that that's going to happen and I don't have to rush it and I don't have to force it. I just have to allow it and feel really good about it. So pay attention to where you are on your desires. Are you living in lack and limitation? This video thing was a really good example because for a couple of days I was living in the lack and limitation of knowing how to do it, right? And then after talking to my husband last night and then just this morning, I've tried like 5 or 6 different things on my computer. They're not working. And I think it's because I have too many things on my computer. So I started thinking about it. I'm like, okay. And my phone too. I tried doing these on my phone and my phone is full. So everything needs to be released, I think. But then I thought, I could do it on my iPad, because I started opening up my mind to think, not this stinks because I can't do this. I started thinking about, how can I do this? So this is going to shift you from not having what you want into how can I, which doesn't mean that you have to come up with some grand plan. It just activates all of the energy, and it activates your focus towards what you really want. You have to change your internal world first before your external world will show it. And this is another really good tip. Sometimes your internal world shifts first and you don't see evidence of it yet in your physical world. So you could be feeling really good. We'll take your bank account. You could be feeling really good. You could be feeling abundant. You could be feeling like things are shifting all around you. You've got opportunities. You're waking up happy. You're appreciating. You're meditating. You're doing all the right things. And then you look at your bank account statement and you go, that's not a reflection of how I feel. Guess what? Keep feeling the way you're feeling, because sometimes it takes the physical world a little bit of time to catch up. And looking at that bank statement is your, I hate saying the word test because the universe doesn't test us, but when you're looking at that bank statement, there's a response that you have, and the response is everything. If you've changed your response, it means that you've changed your point of attraction, that you have changed what you can bring into your experience. So notice that and understand that sometimes these things take a little time, they take a little patience, and they take you being in your aligned state for a little bit longer for them to come in. So relax, right? Our last video is about allowing. Relax and know, when you have that certainty that something is coming, it really helps you to be patient, because you're not in this impatient state of believing, that it has to come right now or it's not going to come. Because when we get that way, we get too locked into what we believe has to happen, or believe where it has to come from, or give it a certain time frame. The universe is working in its own time frame. It's not up to us. Things take time to line up, and where our perception of time is very different from the actual what time really is. So it could happen seconds from now, but it's about just creating that response, right? How do I want to define this moment? If I'm looking at my bank account and it's not what I want it to be, what does my belief have to be in order for me to go into fear? What does my belief have to be in order for me to go into, it's okay, because I know it's coming, okay? So pay attention to that. Do your lack and limitation exercises. If you have any questions, you can reach me at awakeningprosperity@gmail.com or on my website, www.goldenduffy.com, golden with a Y. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm going to keep going. It looks like I figured it out. So we'll see if this uploads. All right. Peace out.